petition. And what is this petition?
We want the right to vote.
Why?
We're here.
Why? Because you think you're smarter than men? I believe the men are out one number.
These guys aren't going to say a word.
All right. The McKenzie City Council has voted. The McKenzie City Council has taken a look at the petition that all of you women have presented, and we now have a proclamation that we would like to read. McKenzie Mayor and Council proclaim women win the right to vote. Yay! Whereas this body recognizes the petition, the hard work, profound struggle, unwavering dedication, and remarkable accomplishments of women in every walk of life. And whereas this body recognizes the countless ways that women strengthen the fabric of the nation. We all benefit from the leadership and ingenuity of women in education, medicine, government, law, business, military service, and every other field contributing to the greatness of this nation. And whereas this body agrees that American women should gain one of the most cherished rights and fundamental responsibilities of citizens, the right to vote. Now therefore, in consideration of these facts, I, Mayor Jill Holland, encourage our entire community to recognize and therefore continue to support the advancement of women throughout our city. I urge all women to always remember the work and sacrifice of the suffragettes who paved the way, and never take this cherished right for granted, and to always exercise the right to vote. Proclaimed this second day of August, 2019. Thank you all so much for coming. We appreciate it. Now don't forget to go vote. I don't know about you all, but that wonderful portrayal of Susan B. Anthony, it really, really brings back so much of all that women have fought for through the years, for the right to vote, just like the men in our country. At this time, it's a very, very special honor that I have to make this next introduction. In 2018, the people of Tennessee elected Marsha Blackburn to the United States Senate. She is the first woman senator to represent our great state. She serves on the Armed Services Committee, the Commerce, Science, and Transportation Committee, the Veterans Affairs Committee, and the prestigious Judiciary Committee. She was recently handpicked by Senate leadership to chair the Judiciary Committee's Task Force, a roundtable-style working group charged with exploring issues related to big tech's takeover of the American culture. Before her election to the Senate, Marsha represented Tennessee's 7th Congressional District, where she became a leader in the fight for small, efficient federal government that is accountable to its citizens. Marsha dedicates her public service to promoting opportunities for women and making America a more prosperous place to live. Her leadership philosophy is based on her experiences in the private sector as a small businesswoman, an author, as well as being a mother and a grandmother. Please join me in welcoming Senator Marsha Blackburn. Thank you all so much. I am absolutely thrilled to to join you and to be with you for this celebration. And thank you for that wonderful portrayal. We appreciate that, and I will tell each of you, Harry Burns' family his relatives are still there in East Tennessee. HBO is going to feature them on some documentaries this year. And you're going to hear more about Tennessee's role. There's a wonderful book that chronicles every bit of this, and it is written by Elaine Weiss, and it is called The Women's Hour. And it is so precise in the things that happened in Tennessee. And our Tennessee State Museum has done a fabulous job chronicling and pulling together items from their archives and from private citizens to celebrate and commemorate our participation in this. And so many times in DC, people will talk about the state and they'll say, well, Tennessee is known for country music and hot chicken and the Smoky Mountains and the mighty Mississippi, and I'll say, and women getting the right to vote. And I've made certain that we have pushed that forward this year. And we know that, just as Catherine said, Nashville was the place to be in 1920. That's where all the suffragists from around the country were coming, and all of the political attention was focused on Tennessee that year. And as I've read so many historical accounts, I kind of chuckle to myself, and I think, you know, they should have known they were not going to win this fight, because they had Tennessee women who had lined up to make certain they got the right to vote. And some of those suffragists that we do remember: Ann Dallas Dudley, Abby Crawford Milton, Sue Shelton White, who was from Jackson, Ida B. Wells, who was from Memphis, saw the tactics of the anti-suffragists. They could pick them out a mile away. They didn't have to have that red rose. And they got to work making certain that Tennessee moved forward and did the right thing and gave women the right to vote. And as you've heard, August 18th, 1920 is when all that hard work came to fruition. And we have to bear in mind that this concerted, organized effort began in Seneca Falls, New York in 1848. And it finished in Nashville, Tennessee, August 18th, 1920. It was a 72-year struggle. And these courageous women who initiated this, they knew that it was likely they would never see this come to pass. And it is why the 19th Amendment was properly called the Susan B. Anthony Amendment. But it took 72 years. Now imagine working on something 72 years in order to make it happen. But that is the integrity and the determination that the suffragists brought to bear on this. And because of it, look at the number of female mayors we have in this room today. Look at the women who are parts of city councils and county commissions and are serving all across our state. And I understand here in West Tennessee, in a small area, there are 8 or 10 female mayors, and that is to be celebrated and to be recognized that women are in these positions. Now, I wanted to do something special that would allow us to commemorate the suffrage movement and the completion and Tennessee's role in it.
So Senator Kirsten Gillibrand from New York, who is a friend of mine from our days serving in the House. And I went to Kirsten and I said, you know what? This movement started in New York and it finished in Nashville. Let's petition the government, the U.S. Treasury, to do a commemorative coin. And we were successful in getting this through. Bipartisanship is alive and well in Washington. We had a 100% unanimous vote on getting this coin bill passed, and it is working its way through the House. And next year, you're going to be able to buy a commemorative silver dollar that will recognize the Susan B. Anthony Amendment and passage and ratification of that 19th Amendment to the Constitution. And we're looking forward to having that happen. And we're also delighted to be here today to recognize the sesquicentennial of McKenzie and the importance of that. I was delighted when I found out from the mayor that you all were going to have some celebrations around this. So I made a statement for the record, and Mayor, I've got a copy for you and for the county archives, so that you will have it for your records and can recognize it. But I will read a portion of this for you so that you will know how we, as the U.S. Senate, have recognized McKenzie and this milestone that you all have achieved, which is certainly one to be celebrated. So it is a pleasure to join in with that. Mr. President, I rise today and acknowledge and honor the city of McKenzie, Tennessee's sesquicentennial anniversary. McKenzie has come a long way since our first settlers followed the Natchez Trace to the tall grasses and fertile soil of West Tennessee's barren lands. What started as a cluster of fiercely competitive trading posts flourished into a bustling center of commerce with the arrival of the area's first railroads. The city withstood family rivalry, natural disasters, and the ravages of the Civil War, and it was finally incorporated by the state of Tennessee on January 22nd, 1869. Today, the roads are paved, the cattle no longer roam the city square, but McKenzie residents still live and work with the same inimitable volunteer spirit as those who fought for what seems so long ago, their homes, livelihoods, through two fires, a yellow fever epidemic, and the Great Depression. Congratulations to the Honorable Jill Holland, Mayor of McKenzie, the members of the McKenzie City Council, and most importantly, the citizens of McKenzie, Tennessee. I ask my colleagues to join with me in wishing them 150 more years of progress and prosperity. The Honorable Marsha Blackburn, U.S. Senator.
Thank you so much, Senator, for those wonderful words and for coming here today and helping us celebrate 150 years of McKenzie's history and also the 100-year anniversary of women's suffrage. Well, we have certainly heard some inspiring words today commemorating all of these women who have fought so hard in order to give women the right to vote. And we appreciate all of you coming out.